Good afternoon. I'm glad that you all are here. It's 2 o'clock, so we'll begin. I'm going to change things a little bit. I want to introduce someone to you. Crystal has very graciously said that she will fill in as secretary for the rest of the year. Her minutes came to my door, and they're excellent minutes. So anybody that's going to get minutes from her, you're going to enjoy reading them. So thank you so very much for being here. All right. Let me hold it for you. Okay.
Welcome, spring. We've waited a long time to feel your touch and hear your song, to smell your flower-scented breeze, and to view your blossoms and trees. Oh, welcome, spring. We're glad you're here to spread your beauty and good cheer. You bring God's vivid promise true, that all things shall be born anew. And then we'll have a little prayer. Dear Father, bless our meeting. Give us the guidance we need. Fill us with enthusiasm and joy. Amen.
Somebody asked me that we should introduce ourselves before we speak. I'm Emily Four. I'm president. And I know all of you know that, so that I don't have to do that. But
I'm Gwen Ann Lynn, and I live on the first floor. There are people on the first floor. And I am...
Vice President.
No, I'm not vice president. I am the person who hopes to bring you a little joy.
I'm Crystal, and I'm the record keeper.
As you want to speak today, if you will introduce yourself first, it would be appreciated. Okay, all righty. Do we have any introductions of new residents? No one called me, so I didn't know whether there was anybody. All right, okay. Norm?
We will show a recording of this meeting on Thursday afternoon at 1:33 p.m. on floor 4. If you would like to avail yourself to see that, you're welcome to come. Thank you.
Okay, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Abby Sanders. I am technical title as CEO, but I am the administrator. I only have a few things to go over. So during executive board, they did ask me to bring up the Christmas fund again. So we are collecting it every month. Whoever wants to donate, they can do so at any time. We were going to start it in September, but I had numerous residents ask if we could just start it now so that they could donate monthly, because it just worked better for them. So it is open. You can give the cash to myself, you can give it to the receptionist, you can give it to Crystal, or you could give it to Mercedes. So there's a couple options. But we just keep track of it, and then we will disperse it in November for the staff to have for December. Okay, any questions on that? And I'm sure Mike will touch base on this. The elevator. So we've completely taken that out of commission. I am the one that has the key because Eric gave me the key. I'm the only one that can turn it back on. So we do have a contract ready for another company. They are ready on standby. We are just dealing with the legality of our current contract right now. So once that gets fixed, finalized, however we want to deal with it, we already have a company that's willing to come by the moment we call them. So there's just a few hoops that I've got to jump through. Okay. The last thing I was going to touch on is we've had an increase in IL residents going over to the healthcare side. I want to say within the last 3 months, we probably had 6 or 7. So when they are over on the healthcare side, I know you guys have a relationship with them over here, but my staff over on the healthcare side cannot give you any information about them. So I've had a lot of residents over there and other residents going and asking them if they can bring them food, if they can do this, what's their therapy like, what's their care like. And I love that you guys are caring about them and you want to know that. My staff can't tell you. I've had a couple IL residents that have gotten upset with the staff, but they legally cannot give you any information unless that resident gives us permission to. So the first person that you guys are going to want to go to for that information is the resident themselves. If they give the staff permission to talk to you, then we can. But otherwise, they are not allowed to, and they can get in serious trouble for giving you information. Okay? Any questions on that? Are there any other questions for me before I turn it over?
All right. Hello, how's everyone doing? Good, good. Looks like everybody's tired today. Did we have a hard weekend? Yeah? Okay. I don't really have anything to pass on. I was on some time off, as some of you know, so I'm just digging through some stuff, trying to catch up. I really don't have anything to pass at the moment. Does anyone have any concerns or questions for me that I can answer? Ask that again? I'm sorry. Her question is, when it comes to transportation, any kind of cancellation, add-ons, or anything, who do you go see? You just come see me. You can stop by in resident service, you can see me or Perla. So while I was gone, Vanessa ran the transportation department. Some of you don't know, but Vanessa has run the transportation department in the past. So she used to put the schedules together and help the department years ago. So she was well versed with it, and she was the closest person I could beg. So Vanessa covered it, but now that I'm back, it's back in resident services. So you can come see me or Perla if you have any questions. Her question is, how long will the paper that you sign up for, how long will it be in there before I pull it? I pull it the day before, around 3 o'clock. If it's full already, I'll pull it. So let's say I go in there to take Mondays out, and I see Tuesday and Wednesdays already full, I'll pull those because there's no more room in there. So if you do have something you want to sign up for and the page isn't in the book, come see me. I'll let you know if I pulled it early due to it being full. So if it's full, I pull it out. And the reason I do is because I've had, unfortunately, people will erase each other's name, put their name, and it gets pretty bad, and I don't want those kind of problems. So I had a person's like, I didn't erase that, did you? And I was like, nope, that's not me, I didn't erase it. But so when it's full, just to keep confrontation away from people arguing with each other, saying that, I didn't erase it, so on and so forth. Once I know it's topped off, I take it. I do have a waiting list that I'll put you on, which probably a handful of you have been on. If someone does cancel, which does happen, I can add you to that place. So what I'll do is I'll try to put you in. So we can take around 15 to 18 people a day with my 3 drivers. So that turns into around 30 to 36 transports. So every drive is back and forth. So every drive is 2 transports. So once I hit about 30 for the day, that's when I try to cut it off. And we do manage the healthcare center too. So what you see there is only half of what we really get. And then we still pick up people from hospitals. So not only do I cover your side, I cover all the people's doctor's appointments on the healthcare center, which is around 80 people, and then I still bring people in from the hospitals. So we have 2 people coming in from the hospital today. So the drivers are very, very busy out there.
And will John be gone soon?
She said, will John be gone soon? So John is a new driver. So when John started with us, he made it pretty clear that he's a temporary employee. He's from Florida. He's down here dealing with family emergency, and he did not want to go crazy. So he decided to get a job. He's like, I just can't sit at home. So I told John whenever he's ready to go, he's more than welcome to leave. He told me today that he loves his job. He said he didn't expect that to happen. So he loves working for you guys. He loves his colleagues. He said he was just going to take off when the time came, but he says that he loves Manzano so much, he'll give me a month to 2 month notice when it's time for him to go back to Florida. So John Perry is actually a resident of Florida, and he's here just dealing with family issues. So he's here trying to make sure that his mother is situated and that she's taken care of. So, when whatever happens in their personal life will affect his choices moving forward. But he said he could be here for 10 days to 10 years, but he'll let me know before he goes. So he's playing it by ear. I told him he's going to be here 10 years. If you move to New Mexico, you know how that goes. Alrighty, any other questions? I see you had your hand up.
Yeah, do I have to say my name, Emily?
Oh, I didn't do it either. So my name is Mark Salcido. I work in resident services, Norm, and I get the pleasure of being the senior living manager. Okay, your turn.
I'm Karen Reagan. I'm on the 3rd floor. But I want to know, for the garden area in the back, when is the irrigation going to be turned on? Any news?
I don't know what you mean by back. Everyone has their own definition. Can you kind of clarify what back means to
Do
you?
you know where the raised beds are?
By the walking track?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I talked to the groundskeeper. He's saying that they think they're going to turn it on in about the next week or two. They've been doing everything by hand watering.
Well, is there any reason why they're waiting?
I couldn't answer that. I don't manage that department. Mike does. He can probably inform me on what the delay is.
Okay.
Okay. And the good news is, I know Abby announced it in executive council, but we are actually going to hire a new person in resident services. So we're going to go back to 3 people like we've been for the past 45 years. The past 2 years during Pure transition, we decided not to add a 3rd person, but we're going to get another person in there to help manage the senior living affairs and help with employees. So there's going to be an assistant manager to work in there. So that was my old position, past 10 other positions that I held. So I kept that position and absorbed the director position. So I'll officially be getting someone to help me manage the department so I can offer you better services and respond quicker. So I know there's some days that I can't respond right away. I do try to respond to everyone, but with the 3rd person in there, customer service should get a lot better for you guys. So I'm hoping this person's really kind and sweet and loving.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't want to see Perla and this new gal or guy just going at it when I walk in the office. We all know how Perla gets. So that's a good thing. We're going to have a new person in there to help out. I know since I've taken the position, I'm never in my office, and I apologize. I should be in there to be available to you guys and assist you guys and answer your questions. That's what my job is entailing. And unfortunately, with me running around covering the couple of things that I do, I don't get to offer the services that you all pay for. So with this person in there, the resident services department should remain open all the time. There should always be someone in there Monday through Friday from 8 to 5, which will be a benefit to all of you. I can't tell how many times people are like, I've been looking for you. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. So that's why I do offer my cell phone out. That was not something I really wanted to do, but it worked out pretty well where people were able to text and call me when they have real needs. So until we get that 3rd person in there, you still can text or call me or whatever works for you, because while I'm running around, that's the best way to get hold of me if you have a question.
Will you look for a transportation manager?
Her question was, will I be looking for a new transportation manager? The answer is yes and no. So I'm going to hire a 4th driver, but the management position has grown, so we have a lot more stuff happening in the transportation department. So I'm going to hold on to the management aspect of it, and with the new manager coming in, we'll share the load. So I think it would be more appropriate if we did the paperwork and the scheduling and the admission stuff like that. So a lot of that can be done out of the office, and the drivers can focus on what they're good at, and that's driving. So instead of hiring the 4th person to be a driver and a manager, the person will just be a driver, and I will manage the paperwork. That makes sense? Kind of confusing? No? Okay. It's confusing for me. Go ahead.
What is finally happening with the cable TV services? I went to Comcast, that didn't work. I was put back to direct, the other one, I forget the name. And I need to learn how to use my remote.
Her question was, are we going to finally pick a TV station or keep confusing her for the rest of her life? So the answer is hopefully we will pick something. So the confusion comes from us trying to transition from Comcast. When we realized the first shot was not a success, we decided not to pull Comcast. And when we tried to transition again, it didn't work. So we've been going back and forth between Comcast and DirecTV, and it's hard to learn the remote systems. Everything is different. So I know it's been really confusing for you guys. I don't have an answer as of yet of what's going to be chosen there. I know they're trying to pick something that's going to be reliable for you guys. So most people are on one or the other as far as like Comcast, DirecTV, and they're not swapping much anymore. The going back and forth has slowed down a lot, so a lot of people are getting used to what they're used to. So I don't know what they're going to pick. It's going to be a draw who gets what they want.
Well,
Go ahead.
the training given on the Comcast remote was fantastic. And I would like to suggest that the same training be given for those of us who are using direct services.
So what she said was Brian Loy, the IT person here, did a training on how to use DirecTV. So he put up a menu that showed how to use the remote, and he made it really user-friendly. She said that was really helpful. When we finally pick something and we choose what we're going to use, Brian will go through it a couple times. He'll offer a couple classes to help you. In the meantime, you can always stop Brian. He's extremely helpful. He'll talk with you. He'll try to explain to you. So unfortunately, I couldn't tell you what they're going to choose at the end of the day. Right now, we still have both services in the building, which is, I know, is quite confusing.
Well, I wonder if a training for the DirecTV remote could be offered so that those of us who are on that could gain from that.
She was saying that if we would offer another DirecTV training, do you feel like you guys need another training? Because I haven't got that complaint much. Is anyone that needs it? So it's kind of low, but we'll be happy to sit with you one-on-one. One-on-one is way better than a class, by the way. So I would recommend stopping Brian and scheduling a time to sit with him. You'll learn so much more because you can direct your questions to what you're having the issues with. And if you give him a Coke, he's really nice.
Mark, we do have a YouTube video on that first presentation on DirecTV that's accessible to anybody.
So Norman said that there is a recording on YouTube about that's accessible. So is it part of your showings that you put on, Norm?
Yes.
So if you get with Norm, he can actually help you find that training, and you can just go over it again on YouTube whenever it's convenient. Thank you, Norm. We don't even pay Norm, by the way, so thank you. He's like an employee. Go ahead.
When's Diablo coming out?
Her question was, when is Diablo coming out? So Diablo is our tortoise that's outside. So a couple weeks ago, if you notice, we had a lot of warm weather. So the weather was sitting close to the 90s. So we were worried that Diablo was like going to starve to death because he was out of hibernation. So we made the choice together, a couple of us, to go ahead and pull him out and put him in the garden. And then, as you can tell, the temperature's back down in the 40s in the morning. So we had to adjust. So he's out in the garden now enjoying the sun. But what we're going to do is in the evening, Clayton, the grounds guy, is going to find him, hunt him down, and put him back into his little crib at night so he can stay warm. So he's going to be housed at night and brought out during the day until the weather holds stable. So he's going to be treated like a pet for a little bit. So hopefully that makes him happy. Alrighty. Well, if you need me, just stop Perla and she will pass it along.
Everybody ready for spring? I think it's sprung already. Who has problems with allergies? About almost all of them. Everybody in the room. Allergies are fun, aren't they? All right, I don't have a lot going on. We are going to have a water shutdown this week. It's on Wednesday. So at 9 o'clock, we'll shut the water off. And it's 9 p.m. and we'll turn it back on by 1 a.m. We got a couple of pipes with some leaks in them. Nothing catastrophic as of yet. But the week is young. People were wanting to know when we were going to turn sprinklers on. We'll have the sprinklers probably turned on by the end of this week. We've got to go around and test everything, make sure all the valves are functioning. And I don't know, Mark, how many valves do you think we have? How many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6, 7 master valves.
And then a few other smaller ones?
Dozens of those.
Yeah. It's a small task. You always have a good indicator when the water's running where it shouldn't be. That's when we go find all the broken pipes and stuff. So it gets fun. David used to have a lot of fun with it. At least he used to tell me he had fun with it. The tower is moving along. We we should have it up and running by the end of the week. And Mark, and Norm, we'll have some videos for you so that you can also show how all of the cleaning and everything that went into that has proceeded.
Was that next week or this week? Sorry.
This week. Should be done by Friday. And that's about all I've got. It's gonna be a short week. Yes, ma'am?
When will the front door be open so that we can get out? It's awfully hard to get out that door with a walker, but it doesn't open.
You're talking about the one with the broken,
It says broken.
now that Mark's back, we'll have Heights come out and replace that part. I haven't had a chance to get with him about it yet. So, but they'll come out and they'll get it fixed. Do we have any other questions? Yes, the hydrant is done. It's fixed. Yes, sir.
Do you have any information on when the parking?
You want the long version or the short version?
Keep it short, Mike.
We'll keep it short. That's gonna be one of those items that we're gonna put in the wish list. So as of right now, what we're going to do is we're gonna start patching and repairing. We've learned how to do that, and so we'll move forward with the repairs as best we can, and we'll let the powers that be figure out when they're going to do what with, it's a very costly item. By the time it's over with, it'll be well over $1 million. So the building itself right now has quite a few other needs that we're dealing with. The generator in the back is almost, the whole project is almost finished. We have a 4-hour load bank test that we're working on getting it to pass. And we've ran into some snags with that. It's a generator that is run and manufactured by Volvo Penta. And they have their own style of engine controls and stuff that it's been kind of interesting learning about. Hopefully by the end of this week or this month, we'll have the 4-hour load bank test done and it'll have passed that, and then we'll move on to finishing that project. But that's just one of the projects we're working on. I don't know where they have the parking lot in their grand scheme of things. We just don't know. I know the next major project that I'm assuming, and we don't like to assume, is going to be the front doors, replacement of the sliding front doors.
Oh, yay.
So, but I'm not sure where, I'm not, we don't know where that's at. We know that I've had to chase down contractors and get the bids, and where we're at after that, I don't know. All right?
Yeah, my question is a question that was already asked. So when she said the door will be fixed, are you talking about the front door that goes out, that leads out?
Correct.
The handicap?
Yeah, one of the retracting latches has failed.
What was her question?
Her question is referring to the front door that is not functioning properly right now, where you push the handicap and it stays latched. The retracting mag that pulls that in has failed. So, but I'll get with Mark and we'll get Heights out here and get them to repair that. Do we have any other? Yes, Mary.
I would like to give a big thanks to Richard and Brian Lloyd and Eric for the incredibly skilled and willing and wonderful help they have done to help us fix things for us.
They're very good. They have a lot of fun. They have a lot of fun. I can pass that on, and I usually give them a hard time in the morning. So we're looking for one person. We've made an offer to one person, but they haven't accepted yet. They're wanting to know where we're at as far as full staff for the security department. And the answer to the question is we're down one person. Yes, ma'am.
Security did not check the flags Sunday morning, so if you guys Saturday night, don't expect to be down till Monday. Yeah, Monday.
That is not something I was made aware of, so I will check with Rick. Because Rick has been doing a lot of the covering for the individual that's been that we let go. Are there any other questions?
Romero, I'm the dietary director. How's everything been with the food? Good. Are you guys liking the new menus?
Very good.
Good.
Yeah. Anything we need to work on?
The vegetables.
Yes, ma'am.
Tomato sauce on the spaghetti is leaving.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, there's no tomato sauce, there's just meat sauce. I feel like tomato sauce on the spaghetti.
Okay. All right.
Could you repeat the questions?
I just asked.
I'm gonna do my microphone so you guys can hear it.
I have a request that we have some pepper shakers available for people that like the big black peppercorns. Because some of us can't tolerate it's not regular pepper, it's just big, thick, black pepper. And sometimes it's in everything, in the soup, the vegetables. It's just like, it seems like sometimes people think that it doesn't have enough taste unless you put a lot of pepper in it. And I just wonder if we can do that ourselves and not just have it in everything.
Yes, please don't take dishes from the dining room. We found 3 bowls in our gift shop. For sale. Don't take them, please.
Nancy Weaver. I have a question about, you used to be, the last few months, putting out soy sauce and other packets of seasonings, and they're not there anymore. They're just the salt and pepper. And they're, yeah.
Okay, yeah, they're supposed to be doing that, so I'll follow up with that. You're welcome.
Any other questions for Dominic while you have him?
No, but the desserts have been quite wonderful, especially the lemon bars.
Oh,
Please tell me.
She gave kudos on the desserts.
nice, thank you.
Are you gonna use soup-based multi-dex?
No, I'm not.
You're not?
No.
Finally?
Because the other ones I get are gonna have maltodextrin also, so.
But the other ones are gonna have multi-dex.
Excuse me?
You said.
That way you can hear you.
You said the other ones are going to have maltodextrin?
They all have maltodextrin, Mary. I tried to look at other ones and they all have maltodextrin.
And are you gonna use them for everything?
Yes, we still are. They don't, there's no proven fact that they cause cancer or anything else.
Causes a spike in blood sugar.
Well, that's sodium. But.
No, it's not.
Any other questions? All right, thank you.
I think you're doing a good job.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. I just have a couple things on our calendar just so that you're aware of. We did bring back cornhole. It'll be the first and third Thursday of the month at 3:30 out in the garden. Last Thursday we had a pretty nice little group out there. It was a gorgeous day. So you're welcome to come out. When we do the senior sports, that's for everybody. You don't have to be part of the wellness center, so you're welcome to come out and play chair volleyball, cornhole, or whatever else we're playing out there when it says senior sports on there. The 15th of this month at 8 a.m. is the AARP class that's going to be in here. I do have 12 spots left open. If anybody wants to sign up, please come and see me. If you know anybody that would like to join it, they're welcome to come also. So it's not just for Monzano residents. Walgreens, our first Tuesday of every month is Walgreens Day. You get 20% off if you're a senior, so if you'd like to go to Walgreens, you're welcome to come. I did change the time from 1 to 1:30, so that if you have to pick up a prescription, the pharmacy will actually be open. Yeah.
What was the percentage off?
What was that?
What was the percentage off?
20%. But they are, if it's on sale, you don't get the 20% off. Regular prices only. Next, on the 22nd, I have scheduled an Amazon tour. They haven't canceled this one on me. But this particular one is just going to be the first floor of Amazon. So it's for anybody who might have a walker or a cane who cannot climb stairs. We will be going on the 22nd at 12:15 and then stopping for ice cream afterwards. Now, in May, I want to say it's May 13th, they did reschedule the second tour of Amazon, and that one will be all 5 floors of Amazon. So if you can climb stairs, that's the one you'll want to sign up for next month. Trader Joe's, I've added a 1 o'clock trip to Trader Joe's when we go, so there'll be the 10 o'clock and then a 1 o'clock. And it worked out last month. I had some people who like to go in the afternoon who usually don't get to go because the first one is filled up so fast. So you're more than welcome to come in the afternoon. And then last, I have for Smith's. Once a month, when I do a Smith's run, I will also add the 1:30 trip so that I have so many people who want to go to Smith's. I'll add one more run at 1:30, and that will be to the San Pedro location. So if you can't make it in the morning, you're welcome to come and sign up for that one. And those pages will be in the notebook. Oh, and we do have our new notebook back. I was going to bring it and I forgot it. So we did create another activities notebook. Please leave it on the desk because our other one never showed up. So just so you know. And other than that, that's about all I have. If anybody have questions for me? Yes, my dear.
Rebecca, I want to say Saturday, all the Easter activities were stupendous.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you all enjoyed Saturday. It was a beautiful day. Yeah, lots of little kids. We had a lot of children here.
I agree, the Easter egg hunt was wonderful, but my little 20-month-old great-grandson found so many eggs, and in many of them were one of the little Jesuses that he could have choked on, and other small things like that, like a little motorcycle that he could have choked on if he had opened it. His parents opened them instead, thank goodness. But anyway, I just wanted to say next year to be sure and have age-appropriate things in the eggs.
I definitely will take that in consideration for next year. We did tape, though, all our eggs that had little toys in them so that the parents would have to open them. So they were all taped. Anything else? Anybody else? Going once?
Hi, I'm Nancy Weaver. I'm in 511. I was a master gardener. I'm very involved here with our garden. I'm out there every day. And we are on the search for a person that in the track garden where people grow some of their own plants, there was one with a white ceramic pot with black part in the ceramic that it was growing a plant. And we have moved, the gardeners and I have moved that plant, and we need to find the person that owns that, because inadvertently when the new gardeners were here, like in the first week, and they were getting rid of stuff that was under the black leaves and, you know, winter, they dug up all the hibiscus plants.
Something that you could plant in.
Yeah.
Anybody else have things they want to impart to the group?
Well, I do, actually. I just found out, I didn't know this, that you can, if one of the workers does an exceptional job, you could put a little note in the suggestion box, and they will get a reward for their exceptional duty. I did not know that. And I don't know if everybody knows it. They get a gift certificate or something.
So what that is called Care Coins. That is something that Pure Health offers. There's 2 different boxes. You can put them in the suggestion box, that's completely fine. Where is it? There's the suggestion box right next to the reception area. Then there's another box over by the mailboxes and the transportation sign up. So there's 2 different areas you can do that. The only thing, last name, what they did that made it so exceptional, and then I do ask that you guys can sign so that I know who it is, because I have had a couple instances where I have the same handwriting for the same staff, no name, so it just makes me question some things. But if you guys put those in the box, Eric's shaking his head over there, then Lisa and I go through them every Friday. We go and pull them, and we give the staff Care Coins. They can let it collect. It's in an app. They can let the amount collect, and then they can redeem them for gift cards. Okay? Any questions on the Care Coins?
Don't forget that you're not just to throw your phone book in the trash. You should of a morning, smile at yourself, and you'll have a better day. Any other